Why do you think it worked for you today?
Just trusting my eyes, reading my keys, and just playing downhill, playing fast, and kind of just trusting my instincts and my speed.
Is it tough trying to be physical without really laying a hat on somebody?
Not really, because we still got the thud. We still can pop, come downhill, and do stuff like that. We just can't take them to the ground. So being physical, that's always like our nature. That's what Coach Shotty always preached: coming downhill, being physical, wrapping up, and that's kind of what I try to do each and every day.
What would you say one thing that coming into camp versus now that you've improved on the most?
Probably going back to my keys, my eyes, just reading my keys and kind of like the game slowing down for me. I can shoot gaps better. I can kind of see how it's developing in front of me and, kind of just becoming a student of the game.
When it comes to the early reps in training camp and kind of getting your feet underneath you, how quickly did you feel like you adjusted to the pro speed? Because it looks like it's starting to click.
Yeah, so it took a couple practices, kind of like a new playbook, a new scheme, different fits the coaches want you to fit. It's different from college, but, it kind of just takes reps, repetition. You mess some things up, but you go back in the film room and correct it and, come out and be better the next day.
What's been the biggest difference from the SEC game to the pros?
I'll probably say just the guys, like, just doing their job. Like, everybody doing their 1 for 11. Like in college, you'll have 1 or 2 guys out of their gap, lead to explosive plays. But now it's kind of like everybody just, like, on key, like, striking on all angles. So, you just got to be on your 1 to 11 and, kind of just fit where you need to fit.
Dave was telling us yesterday that, he tries to mix you guys up as much as you can to play alongside different guys. Who have you enjoyed playing alongside? Not maybe more than others, but, like, what do you enjoy about playing with some of your teammates?
Yeah, I love playing with all of them, no matter if that's Jack Sanborn or Damone Clark or Buddy. So, I just love being on the field no matter who it's with. We always out there communicating, having fun, and, striking. So, all of them.
And what do you learn from when you play against some of the guys who've been here for a while, like Sanborn and Kenneth Murray?
I'll probably just say, like, they kind of give me, like, some vet tips, like different ways to take on a block, different ways to get off a block, different leverage points, stuff like that. So, kind of just picking their minds and means on the field, kind of like just asking K9 and Sandman, like, what do you see, like, what do you think's coming next, and just stuff like that.
Shotty talks about how if players are consistent, they're going to earn more reps with the ones and stuff like that. Obviously, you're earning more reps with the one. How have you gone about being consistent, stacking days? What's your mentality with that?
I'll say my mindset is kind of just get better every day. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm out there messing up sometimes, but, that all comes back to, just coming back in the film room, correcting it with my coach or my position, just coming out the next day and getting better.
Another rookie that's kind of done that is Zion Childress, playing with the ones today. What have you seen from him? Obviously different position, but what have you seen from him so far?
Yeah, he's been getting better every day. Since the mandatory minicamp that we had, he's been getting better each and every day, stacking days, and that's kind of what Coach Shotty preached. Just get better each and every day. Yeah, you're not perfect, but tomorrow don't make that same mistake.
How are you excited to get on the field in preseason and actually play some real ball?
Yeah, I'm really excited, man. Last game I played was, I think, like December 17 or something like that, so I'm really excited.
Do you have any goals or anything you're trying to refine in the preseason?
Win the game. Yeah. Win the game, that's all.
Shemar, sorry if this has been asked before, but have you had any one-on-one opportunities with Micah where he's pulled you aside and you've gotten a chance to learn from him?
Micah?
Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir.
You missed some time during the offseason. When you got here in camp, was it a little bit more eager to get on the field early on and try to perform, or you really just kind of took it day by day from the start?
Kind of just day by day. I was kind of eager, kind of anxious to get out here, kind of see how the pro speed is, because I played in SEC. But, I was kind of just anxious, just curious, just coming out here ready to play ball, that's all.
Any Georgia-Florida mess talk with George Pickens yet?
Nah, not really. But I talked to my guy, Dante Fowler. We 2 Florida Gators, so we keep it close. Yes, sir.
Thanks, Shemar.
Appreciate y'all.